Good morning, Elder Scrolls Online fans. Welcome back to another episode after so long. Don't talk to him. I think he's crazy.
If you find another crystalline entity, you'll bring it back here, right? We could use some decent
Vestige! You're the help the Skull King promised? Suddenly I feel a lot better about our chances. Still, this threat is bigger than King Yoren imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skull King's voluminous nose. And this isn't just the usual Reach mischief, of that I'm sure. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me locate the Coven and determine their ultimate intentions. Between the two of us, we can cover more ground and figure out the full extent of this threat. As long as the magic Yoren's wizards gave me works as promised, that is. Meet me in Stormhaven. The Skull King's scouts spotted members of the Coven near the lumber mill at the Bankarai border, by the Weeping Giant. We'll start there. As for the magic, I'll tell you more about that when we're away from prying eyes. King Yoren sent me to look into a sudden barrage of storms in the Sea of Ghosts. At least 2 ships sank beneath the freezing waves. The Ice Reach Coven was responsible. I uncovered evidence suggesting they're planning an attack on the mainland.
Yeah, the mainland.
I'm not exactly sure. That's why we need to investigate. But if they have the ability to summon destructive storms on command, think of the damage they can inflict on towns and cities. Look, are you ready to go, or do you need time to prepare?
Let's go.
This is the place. Can't say I know what Reach witches would be doing here. But the Skull King scouts have never sent me on a wild guard chase before. Let's see if the trek out here was worth it. I was getting to that. At Ice Reach, I picked up a couple of the medallions the witches were wearing, for further study by the Skull King's wizards. The wizards determined that magic was infused into the jewelry, but not its purpose. The Scald King's wizards added their own spell to the medallions. We each get one. Here. They're supposed to lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the medallions. Ice Reach magic. Wave it around and see what happens. Don't look at me. It's not like Nords are known for being great mages, so whatever the Scald King's wizards did may not work, or it could explode. Hold up the medallion and see if you can make it work. Thanks to the Scald King's wizards, it should lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the jewelry. Ice Reach magic. Just take it out and give it a try.
I'll give it a look. Let's...
Don't look at me. It's not like Nords are known for being great mages, so whatever... It actually worked! Follow that trail. I'll take the other one. Find anything? So, find anything that will help us locate the Ice Reach Coven? I was led to a similar site. Damn witches! Whatever game the Ice Reach Coven is playing at, we need to put an end to it. Preferably with multiple swings of my axe. Let me see the note you found. That's no help. Luckily, Yoren's scouts provided a few locations of interest with their last report. Let me mark them on your map. When you reach each location, use the medallion and see where the magic leads. I'll catch up with you shortly. First ice storms, now fire. Keep your guard up. The Coven won't hesitate to kill anyone who gets too close.
What is it?
Hey, boo boo. Somebody ought to take that picnic basket.
That's all you got? It'll take more than that to fell Lyra's Titanborn, you bastards.
Yeah, you heard what the giant said.
Nothing like a quick battle to get the heart pumping. But I'm surprised we haven't faced more opposition. The Coven must be preoccupied. Wasn't expecting to fight vampires, though. Did you find anything interesting at the sites I marked on your map?
Yeah, I did.
A blood fiend. You don't usually run into them in this part of the world. Let me see the note. Huh. There's that word again. Lucrative. And what's that about a simple ritual? Sounds like Coven activity to me. Anything else to report? I don't like the look of that. It feels wrong. The Skull King's mages will want to examine it. In the meantime, we need to figure out what the Coven is up to. How do rituals, vampires, and blood fiends figure into their plan? And just one. A note from a merchant named Goharth Ironbelly. Found it on these vampires. Ironbelly is apparently supplying something the Coven requires, but the note doesn't go into details. It says we can find him at a Riften Inn, the Withered Tree.
Alright, let's do it.
The note said Ironbelly does business at the Withered Tree Inn. This way.
Got it when I find him.
Once we spot Ironbelly, we'll follow from a distance until he leads us to the Coven. Ironbelly's note suggested he'd meet with the Coven after he did some business in this inn. When he arrives, don't do anything to alarm him. We want the merchant completely at ease when he leaves to go rendezvous with the witches. Just mill about and try not to draw attention to yourself. Honestly, I'm more comfortable with the direct approach, but we need to play this carefully. And when he leaves, he can lead us directly to the Coven.
Alright, let's do it.
Ah, good lizard. I'll take a pint of your finest ale. And what have we here? You're a strapping lass. Let old Ironbelly buy you a drink or two. What do you say?
Not interested.
Not interested? Goharth Ironbelly never takes no for an answer.
Go away, little man, before I break you.
I beg your pardon. But things will be different after that bitch lives up to her promise. No handouts today. Get lost.
Never fails. Follow a rat, you wind up in a sewer. Why my sewers always smell so bad? God, when we find Iron Belly, I'm gonna cave in his head for dragging us down here. My armor will never be mistaken for a bed of roses, but sewer stink lingers like Thane Yegi around the meat hall. You followed Iron Belly, I followed you. Come on, let's find that slimy merchant and see what he's doing down here. Thieves and murderers aren't the only scum that inhabit the Ratway. The local Jarl keeps sealing the entrances, but it never stays closed for long. It would make a perfect lair for the Coven. Watch your step and try not to blunder into any traps. No, damn it. Sneaky bastard. He rigged the gate to lock behind him. Look, don't wait for me. Find Iron Belly.
Too many ceremonies for my taste.
The next prey is mine.
I deserve better than this.
I grow tired of this place.
Were you followed, Ironbelly?
I thought I saw someone, Sister Barla, but I lost them.
And have the arrangements I requested been made?
The flyers have been distributed. And your friend with the fangs?
Busy, I'm afraid.
You promised a vampire would turn me! Make good on our deal, or I'll report this to the Jarl!
You will do nothing of the sort. Greedy fool outlived his usefulness.
Finally! This place is amazing. Wait, what happened? I hope Ironbelly told you something before you killed him. So what happened? Did you get too close? Did he attack you?
Well, I didn't kill him. He argued with some witch, and she murdered him. What?
Damn! That must have been one of the Ice Reach Coven witches. Any idea where she may have gone? That's not much to go on, but it's all we have. I'll meet you at the cart outside of town.
Okay, meet you at the car. Dear Lord. This heat.
All right, the cart's ready. Now tell me what else you found out down in the Ratway.
Well, I overheard Fat Butt tell the witch that he was, I don't know. I found this.
Let me see that. Huh. Another lucrative opportunity. But this time we know where they're leading people. To an isolated inn somewhere in Eastmarch. Did you hear anything else that I need to know? A vampire. Working with the Coven. That would explain the strange blood fiends in the Ratway. We'll worry about that later. Right now we have to get to Eastmarch and find that witch. Oh, before we leave, take this. You earned it. The cart will take us to the Grinning Horker in Eastmarch. Hop aboard and we can get along. I don't want to give the Coven any more of a lead than they already have. Answers, I hope. That's what Yorn the Skald King sent me to find, after all. The witches of the Ice Reach Coven are definitely up to something. luring unsuspecting folk with promises of wealth. We saw what happened at those ritual sites. Tempted to a desolate area in Eastmarch, most likely to be subjected to more of those strange rituals. If that doesn't scream danger, I don't know what does. Will you accompany me, my friend? I'd appreciate your help in this matter.
Sure.
If you're ready to travel to the Grinning Horker, climb aboard the cart. We'll be in Eastmarch before you know it. Good idea, but so far the pieces don't tell a complete story. We found evidence of the Coven luring people with promises of gold so they could experiment on them. Ritual items, vampires, and strange blood fiends. What does it all mean? I've seen similar totems, but nothing exactly like that witch pike. It disturbed me just to look at it. It appears to be a key component to their ritual, though the Skald King's mages will determine that for certain. The Ice Reach Coven consists of witches and warriors of the Reach loyal to their cause. I never saw a connection to vampires before. Maybe the bloodsuckers are hired help? Come on. Hopefully we'll learn more when we get to the Grinning Horker.
The Grinning Horker.
You saw what I saw. Those feral creatures were near some of the ritual sites, and each site appeared to be a slightly different version of the ritual. Like they're trying to perfect it.
Okay, let's go. Conundrum.
We need to walk from here. Follow the path up the mountain. Place looks empty. Let's talk. Nothing waiting to impede our progress? No guards? No witches? Nothing. Just a lonely inn on a desolate hillside. If Ironbelly's flyer led us astray, we're gonna head back and kill him again. I expected answers. Ironbelly sent people here for a reason. They have to be someplace. If we don't pick up the Coven's trail, I'm not sure we'll find them again in time to stop whatever the witches have planned. Let's take a look around. Anything that points to what the witches are up to. We need to determine the full extent of the threat. Let's explore the inn and look for any clues as to what happened to the people they lured here. With luck, that may lead us to the Coven.
Okay, you go left, I'll go right. We'll take a look at the Grinning Horker. Oh wait, food. Pork chop, potatoes, carrots, green peas. Delicious.
I've never known a Nord to abandon a meal while there's still food on the plate.
Obviously, there's blood there. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
Bedrolls. For those who came for the lucrative opportunity. I wonder where they are now.
Hey, nobody else is there.
Fresh blood. It leads to that hatch. Great. The trail leads into the basement.
Duh.
Empty. That's not right. There must be a secret passage. See if you can find it.
Maybe it's this one.
Nothing important.
Wit? I wonder if I can use that.
Definitely not a secret passage.
How about this one?
I knew there had to be a secret passage. Let's see where this goes.
After you. You bring the mushrooms, I'll bring the pizza.
How far down does this tunnel lead?
All the way down the rabbit
Stay away! I won't go back! I won't! You aren't one of the Reach Witches?
We're not.
You have to help me.
Talk to him. I'll take a look up ahead.
hole. Calm down, dude. Tell me who you are and what's this all about? Oh my god, those eyes.
We were in the hawker, waiting for them to tell us how we were going to make a pile of gold, when they ordered us to go to the basement. One of us refused. They cut him. There was so much blood.
Oh, they cut him.
When we saw the Reach Witches, a few of us tried to fight. I slipped away before anyone noticed. They're doing something terrible down here. Something monstrous. Please, you must help the others. And you need to destroy the Pikes. They're evil.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll be right back.
Look at it, my friend. I thought it was just an old legend, but it's real. It's real.
What are you talking about?
Blackreach. The world below Skyrim. Every Nord child hears the stories. How another world stretches beneath the Nine Holds. Each story is slightly different. Some talk about dwarven cities, others about terrible monsters or fabulous treasure.
Then you think that was his place?
What else could it be? Whatever it is, it's a perfect hiding place for the Ice Reach Coven. We need to get down there and find the witches. We must put a stop to whatever evil the Coven is planning.
After you.
The poor man is frightened out of his mind. I'll escort him back through the tunnel to the Grinning Horker. Meanwhile, get down there and see what you can find out. If you see any witch pikes, destroy them. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Yeah, alright, because it takes a man to do a job like you. Get down there. It's too far. Can't mount.
Help! You must set us free! All of you, follow me! We'll sneak out once the coast is clear.
Hold, friend. You need to hear what I have to say. Thank the 8 you came along. We were next in line for the witch's ritual. Please, I need to tell you what I saw. I saw the witches put some poor sods into a circle, surrounded by evil-looking pikes. They chanted and called forth a strange black storm. It killed some, but turned most of the people into those harrow fiends. That's what Sister Balra called them.
Sister Balra. And what is it that she knows? What?
There's a dwarven ruin west of here. Sister Balra has been using that as her personal domain. If she's around, that's where you'll find her. Damn it. I should have known. That flyer was too good to be true.
How did it end up down here?
I needed work. A lucrative opportunity was too good to pass up. It seemed strange when they marched us into the basement. But we tried to fight, but there were too many of them. Kralt got away, though, I think. I just hope he made it to safety.
Yeah, he's fine.
For Skyrim!
Bam!
I got back as quick as I could. Other than a few skirmishes, I didn't uncover anything important. What about you? Tell me you found something. 2 things I wholeheartedly approve of. I carved a path through a number of witches and vampires myself. Sure as bones there are a lot of these bastards. Anything else to report? This is it. This must be what the Skald King is worried about. A ritual that produces harrow storms. Magic that turns people into a new kind of blood fiend. A harrow fiend. I wish I knew whose head I had to remove to stop this.
Okay, Hereford. Right. They should make a movie about that. Harrowfiend? Harrowfiend. Oh, wait a minute, that's Spider-Man.
Sister Balra? The same witch that killed the merchant back in Riften. I'd definitely like to get my hands on that one. Let's go.
Right behind you.
A Windhelm sentry. Down here? Hey! Are you alright?
That lying, manipulative witch. She stabbed me.
Who did?
The Reach Witch, Sister Balra. We had a deal, but she doubted me. Listen, forget about me. I made a terrible mistake. I told her how to sneak into the Palace of Kings. Now I think the Skald King is in danger. Balra said she had something planned for hiking Yoren. Said I was loose, and... Please! I think she means to kill the Skald King. You must save him. I never meant to endanger Skyrim.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Idiot! Sells out the Skull King for a handful of gold. Assassinating the Skull King would be a terrible blow to Skyrim and the Pact, but I assumed the Ice Reach Coven had a grander plan than that. Nevertheless, we have to save Yoren. A deathbed confession? That tells me the sentry believed he put the Skull King in danger. I can't take a chance when it comes to Yoren's safety. Back to the wagon. We leave for Windhelm at once.
Okay, let's go. Yoren. Get it?
The Palace of Kings! Hurry! We must warn Yoren!
Yeah, right. Yoren.
Doesn't look like anyone's on alert. Maybe we got here in time. Kaskar, the Skull King, where is he?
Fresh from the warm southern lands.
I
You
can't
smell of
divulge
salt
such information.
and sunshine.
Even the great Lyris Titanborn must know that. It's a matter of royal security.
Royal security? Listen, you little fool! You talk to her.
Who does Titanborn think she is? Demanding to see the Scald King. Whatever you and the half-giant think you found is irrelevant. The Scald King is safe inside the Palace of Kings. It's the most secure structure in all of Skyrim. Well, it's true that Sentry Darfel never arrived for his shift today. And High King Yoren is touring the palace, but that's supposed to be a secret. The Ice Reach Coven, you say?
Yes, and they may already be there. Which? Step aside.
How highly irregular. But if this is true... King Yoren wanted to tour the lower levels. To check on the progress of the construction. He could be anywhere. Go inside and find him at once. I'll rally the guards and secure the palace. Now hurry!
Into the palace. Let's move!
EP? What?
Every day brings us closer to our goal.
What's with the hellhounds? A fight?
Damn, they're not inside. We must find the Skull King. Maps of Harfingar? Why would the Coven and its allies need that?
Spirits. Hot dogs. Oh, was I supposed to be kissing? I guess so.
That map details the distribution of troops throughout Skyrim. Look, they tore off the western holds. to the dungeons. Yoren wasn't up here, so let's search down there. The Skull King alone, witch.
Yoren is ours. We make a fine addition to our patron's forces. Enough of this! Now you will die!
Wanted to turn me into a monster. I've had enough of this dungeon. Let's talk in the throne room.
Oh, it's a blood tree. Now that was cool. Maybe. Shoot, 10 after 5. I'm hungry.
That's my report, Skull King. Our friend can tell you more.
Held captive in my own dungeon. If word gets out, I would be laughed off my rebuilt throne. And rightly so. On to business. I heard Lyris' report. Now tell me, what did you uncover?
Oh, a few things here and there.
Yes, so Lyris mentioned. Harrow Fiend, she called them. An ominous name. And that Sister Balra claimed she was turning me into a monster? What else did you learn about the ESO Coven?
Well, a couple of other things. Like this.
Vampires! I have known both decent and terrible folk burdened by that curse. I take it the ones working with the Coven fall into the latter category. Anything else?
Well, now that you mention it.
Hoffingar? High King Svargrim rules that hold from the City of Solitude. We don't see eye to eye, especially since neither of us will openly acknowledge the other's reign. Still, he should be warned. Talk to Lyris, I have much to think about.
Alright. Later, dude.
Svargrim and the people of Western Skyrim can be real pains in the arse, but they're still Nords. Despite the differences between their holds and ours, we won't abandon them to the Coven's conspiracy. Not so fast, friend. Western Skyrim doesn't exactly get along with Eastern Skyrim. Politics can be a tricky business, so I tend to leave that to the politicians. When King Yoren gives the word, then we go. Not before.
Okay.
Now we celebrate our victory, and let Yoren's scouts do what they do best. Meanwhile, I'll work with the Skull King to figure out how to approach Svargrim with this news. In the meantime, take this. You earned it. I'll be in touch soon.
Thank you. Thank you much.
This isn't over, not from what we learned of the Ice Reach Coven. For now, though, we rest, and let the Skull King make plans. There'll be plenty of time to kill more Reach Witches another day. Train. Eat. Drink. Probably drink some more. But don't worry. I'll be ready when the Skull King gives the word. Then we'll move against the Ice Reach Coven. You have my word on that. There hasn't been a single ruler in over 100 years. Jarl Svarter of Solitude refused to recognize Freydis as the legitimate heir. Ever since, the kingdom has been divided. Damn inconvenient at times like this. Yoren rules over eastern Skyrim from Windhelm, while Svargrim lords over the western holds from his palace in Solitude. If the Ice Reach Coven has targeted western Skyrim, it will take both nations to stop them. If we can ever agree on anything.
Alright, we'll see you later. Okay, now let's see what goodies we got. Cool. What else? Huh. Oh, it's character bound. Well, hey, thank you everyone for tuning in to today's episode of Elder Scrolls Online. Hope you enjoyed it.